What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction video. Worst perpetrators of atrocities. Arnab reminds U.S. of committing multiple human rights violations. Before we dive into this video, all I ask is that if you enjoy the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, give the video a thumbs up. Let's dive right in.
You say that this is about the West being weak?
Professor Kapchan,
so.
allow me.
What you're seeing is the West organize solidarity against Russia.
West.
The nations
Professor Kapchan.
We're seeing serious sanctions against Russia.
Yeah.
Most of the world is coming together against Russia. India should get off the fence.
Okay, now I'll tell you something, Professor Kapchan. And I hope that you will allow me a decent response, and then Ambassador Pawan Verma will respond to you. I see John wants to respond to you. First, I'd like to. First of all, with the greatest of respect, Professor Charles Kapchan, you have no moral standing to talk. You are in no position, you as in America is in no position to pretend to be the guardian of democracy and human rights. You are the worst perpetrator of atrocities. You in Barack Obama in 2011 intervened in a nascent Libyan civil war, using the NATO and Arab League partners, prolonging the war for 1 decade. You launched armed conflict in at least 6 countries. Iraq, Syria, Yemen, Somalia, Niger. You carry out drone strikes. You've killed thousands with your drone strikes. You run Guantanamo Bay, where you run it on a 1,000-year-old ridiculous lease. You dropped atom bombs, killing 1,99,000 people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You dropped napalm bombs. I'm going to talk about the past. Allow me. It's difficult, I know, for you to hear this, but since I listened to you till you completed, you must listen to me. You must listen to me, sir. Sir, you must.
I feel like when it comes to these debates, I like when everybody's able to talk without being interrupted. It's frustrating when people try to talk over people. So my guy in the beginning is saying India needs to hop off the fence. He's saying Russia invaded Ukraine, all the West has gotten together and everybody's against Russia, and India needs to join in and be against Russia. And Arnab is saying you are the last person to say what anybody needs to do, right? The hypocrisy is incredible. All the atrocities that you've committed over the years in so many different countries, you have no moral leg to stand on. So you cannot then tell us, India, that we need to get off the fence and we need to be against Russia. What we need to do when what you have done, and I'm assuming Arnab is saying is much worse than they have invaded Ukraine, but what you have done is worse than that. You feel me? You have killed hundreds of thousands of people in so many different places. You've prolonged wars. You've done so much. So to try to tell us to do the right thing or to do the moral thing is crazy coming from you. The hypocrisy is on another level coming from you, and you meaning USA. Okay, we'll let him keep going.
Completed. You must listen to me. You must listen to me, sir. Sir, you must listen to me. No, 1 second. We'll do what we want. No, we'll do. 1 second. 1 second. Allow me. I'm taking you on, Professor. I'm taking you on, Professor. Allow me to complete, please, Miss Sofson. He spoke about my country. I'd first like to tell you, Mr. Kapchan, that's exactly what Pawan Verma said. You're dealing with India. We're a big country. We're not your satellite state. So don't lecture us on what we need to do. We're going to look out for yourself. You use the phrase geopolitical expediency in place of values. You lecture me as an American to an Indian on values, and you say that we are acting in geopolitical expediency. Allow me to complete. Allow me to complete, sir. Allow me to complete. Where were your values? Where were your values? Where were your values when in the first 2 months of the US invasion of Iraq, 7,186 Iraqi civilians were direct casualties of the war? Was that your expediency? was an expression of your values, Professor Kapchan. So now I'd like Pawan Verma to respond to you. Pawan Verma.
I ask the professor with great respect. You are asking us not to sit on the fence. Where has the rhetoric of the United States and NATO gone? They led Ukraine up the garden path. Have they put boots on the ground? Have they come to its assistance? Have they actually joined the war in support of a Ukraine invaded by Russia? Even the Ukrainian president has said, don't offer us rides, offer us weapons. Where is your support? Sitting on the fence. I ask you, when you continued for decades to support the apartheid regime in South Africa because the gold and minerals were important to you, where was your conscience? And as far as India is concerned, we are in one of the most troubled neighborhoods of the world. We have two hostile powers on our border, China and Pakistan. We need to take care of our security interests while simultaneously trying to promote a rules-based international order. But we can't cherry pick, we can't be selective. When China threatens India, not one sentence came out of the United States. Or from NATO.
Precisely.
The hypocrisy is crazy. He's saying when China, know what I'm saying, threatened us, where was you at then? Where were your morals then? Where was your conscience then? When you supported these apartheid in South Africa, where was your conscience then? When you went to Iraq and killed all these civilians, where was your conscience then? But now you're telling India that we should have a conscience, that we should get off the fence. Yet, you haven't put boots on the ground in Ukraine, right? Have you supplied any weapons? And I think, right, did the U.S. not supply the Ukraine with weapons? I thought that they were supplying the Ukraine with weapons, to be honest. I don't know where I'm at on those. I'm just going off this video. I thought they did, but I guess they probably didn't. But he's saying either way, like, you're just saying Russia. You're saying Russia don't do that, but you're not actually helping the Ukraine in a valuable way. And so, this is a very interesting debate. I know Western hypocrisy do be crazy. It do be absolutely insane. And India just ain't having it. He's like, we got our own issues that we need to be dealing with right now. We got two hostile countries bordering us. We got Pakistan, we got China, and y'all ain't trying to help us with this, is y'all? But y'all want us to be on y'all side against Russia when y'all ain't never really helped us with anything. That's insane, dog. They really let them have it though. Sheesh. I love to watch the full debates of this stuff. But the hypocrisy be insane.
These are questions you must understand. We have $15 million in the pipeline.
The situation that we have
coming to us in terms of the
Now he tried to do some backtracking. This is not about us leading the Ukrainians on. You're trying to backtrack. You're trying to, you know what I'm saying? You're telling other countries they should do stuff that you haven't even done. But Jesus, y'all talk to me. Y'all talk to me in the comment section how y'all felt about that one. That was a good debate. They was going crazy in that one. But that's all we have. And if you did enjoy that video, make sure you check this one out next. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Neal. Out.